Rahul here, Punch Out Boxing. Delighted to be here with Tunde Ajayi. Super proud of his charge, Joel Kadua. I tell you, Tunde, when this fight was announced, I was thinking, he hasn't yet been tested at 10 rounds. Dan has. Was it something, Dan, that you saw, or is it just that you know where Joel is now and you were ready for that first title fight?
No, it's something what I know in Joe. I'm not watching the opponent. Joe Kadua spars with Anthony Yard. And Anthony will tell you, it's some of the most competitive rounds he gets when he spars. So I've always known, it's just like people, they're so quick to judge in boxing. It's something I've had to deal with for my whole training career. And the thing that's really sweet for me is that this is another guy who I've trained from scratch. Absolute nothing. AY from nothing. Joe Kadua was even. You see, some people with AY, he had raw power. It's like an Arsene Wenger. If they're strong, bring them to me. We'll teach them. AY had skills, but for me, Joe was a plain piece of paper. And even people today, O'Hara Davis, he said, "Bro, you're a genius," because Anthony had 12 amateur fights. Been to the world stage. Joe Kadua had 12 amateur fights. So something's going on. But the night belongs to Joe. And I'm so proud of him because one of the things I've always told the promoters, if I'm banging on about a kid, there's something in that kid. There may not be something in at that moment in time, but with the training, because it's like if they listen, we've got it. And Joe listens. He works so hard. He's working on the railway line. It's cold in the morning. And I told him when he said he wanted to turn pro, I said, all you need to do is have the same work ethic you did working on the railways in boxing, and you'll be a champ. So I thank God. I thank God for the training. I thank God for him as a human being. He's, Anthony, Joe in the gym, keeping me on my toes. I can't train no more people because them two are full of life and full of beans, but the night belongs to Joe.
Absolutely. I tell you what, skill-wise, you've got him down with that Philly shell, which I'm not a coach. I tried boxing as a kid and I sucked.
Yes.
But my understanding is that Philly shell is one of the hardest styles to master. At times, I thought I was looking at a young James Toney in there, especially, he was so comfortable on the ropes, countering off the ropes, rolling, slipping. He did look a bit like James Toney.
I can't wait to see the tape because we do it every day. I teach it, and certain people have always known what I teach. But the proof is in the pudding. AY can do all of that. Joel can do all that because they work hard mastering the style. And Joel was fantastic. People was coming up to me saying it was sensational. I got a text from Spencer Ferrer, and he's like, I told you, the better competition, you'll see everything. And he was right. It was a brilliant performance by Joel.
Absolutely. So now we can't wait to see what's next. It's still early on in his career. Would you like him a couple more at this level? Welterweight's a stacked division. It's traditionally been always one of the toughest. So do you want to go slow and steady, or are you ready to let the leash off?
Joe's going to be all of them. He'll be all of them. Everything is timing. Everyone knows that's my saying. Everything is timing. I won't be rushed. Certain people have tried to rush me, just like they did with Ant. But if you look at the records today, Ant's probably one of the few professionals that's had like 30 fights. Because it's about development. You have to allow people to develop no matter how they're looking. Because if you rush, you get to a stage, you're too young, or you've just been put there too soon without learning the whole skill sets. And so I won't make no rash decisions, but Joe will be back in the gym on Monday and we'll keep working.
All right. Uncle Tunde, it's always a pleasure, and it's just so great seeing all that polishing of a diamond for you to present it. It's beautiful. Tunde, thank you so much. Go and celebrate, and we'll look forward to the next one.
Thank you.